Okie dokie. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So yes, it has been a while since I have been on YouTube, since I've been posting, and I kind of skipped out on Christmas week, but I have an explanation as to why. So if you don't care about that explanation, just skip to this time right here, and I'll save you the story. But for those of you who do care, I stopped my whole Christmas week because I really wasn't making content that I was liking and that you guys weren't liking, and I could tell that because of the views. My gingerbread house video didn't do as well as most of my other videos, and I had more videos like that planned to be filmed and stuff like that, but you guys just weren't really responding to that, and I just didn't want to make you guys sit through stuff that you don't want to watch, or I don't want to, because because it is important to me as a YouTuber that I'm making content that you guys enjoy, and you guys didn't enjoy that video. Well, most of you didn't even watch it, so I canned it for now, but I will be turning it, like I will be doing something like that similar in the future where I'll have time to pre-film, and I'll pre-film like fun, interesting content that you guys want to see. And I was gone for 2 weeks, about a week and a half after that, because I got really sick. I had gotten a really bad little sinus infection, and of course I can't film with a sinus infection. I'm just not getting over it. I still have a tiny bit of a runny nose, but other than that I am fine. But anyways, that is everything. So yeah, okay, so hi everyone that skipped ahead if you did. So today's video is going to be a super fun video. I thought I could start back up on my channel with the super fun video that I know you guys will enjoy and that I'll enjoy making. I'm going to be talking about all the worst products of the year of 2017 in my humble opinion. These products might be amazing and work amazing for you, but unfortunately these products just didn't work for me. So please don't be butthurt in the comments. I know some bitch is gonna be like, well, actually, this product works amazing and you're just using it wrong, you dumb fucking fat cow bitch. No, let's not do that today. Let's respect each other's opinions on products. It's just makeup. Calm the fuck down. If you are not already subscribed, I would love to have you a part of my channel. We're pretty chill over here and we enjoy memes. While you're down there, don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you are notified when I do post, which will be a lot more often. I feel like I say that every time I do that, but anyways. And give this video a huge thumbs up if you love these kind of videos. And then leave me a comment in the comment section down below telling me some products that you have been hating or that you hated this year, some of the worst products for you of 2017. I know I'm going to see a lot of comments saying the Kylie brushes, something from Too Faced, and Subculture. So I already know. You don't have to comment that. I already know. I already know. Let me just get it out of the way. Let me just get this out of the way. Of course, the first product I'm going to be talking about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. Of course, I got to talk about this. Of course, I got to mention this. This was like the biggest flop of the year. Anastasia girl, this is tragic. This was just like one of the most tragic launches of the year in my opinion. My biggest problem with this is definitely the pigmentation. Yes, there is such thing as too much pigmentation, and this is the prime example, a perfect example of what too much pigmentation looks like. The fact that this has so much pigmentation that it requires a learning curve is a bit dramatic in my opinion. It's just the fact that the palette has so many colors that contrast with each other. So if you study color theory, you would understand that like yellow and purple, they kind of counteract each other, and you know, orange and blues, they counteract each other. So of course when you're going to blend them, they might turn a little bit muddy or a little bit gray, and it's hard not to do that. I mean, you can achieve that, you can blend the two together in an eyeshadow look, but it's a little bit hard when it's so overly pigmented that you can't really control too much of like what you're doing. So yeah, Subculture was just definitely a huge miss for me. And the second thing from Anastasia that was just a huge letdown from me was of course the Anastasia Prism palette. This is what she looks like. The reason why I'm bummed out about this, and it's not the formula. The formula goes back to the original Mono Renaissance or the Mario palette. It goes back to that original formula. It's not the Subculture formula. The reason why I have such an issue with this palette right here is because of the color selection. It's almost like a very incoherent, very poorly thought out palette, and it also just bugged me the tiniest bit that they kind of released this because Subculture was so trash. I was just like, okay, well, we gotta release this now because holy shit, we're being dragged, and it just wasn't thought out. The shades are kind of lackluster. The shade Spear right here, this one right here, this green, Why is it in this palette? There's no reason for this to be in the palette. Again, these might be two of your favorite palettes of all time, but in my opinion, these were just very poorly thought out and very poorly executed palettes, and they're just a miss for me this year. Sorry, Anastasia, love your other products. Next up, of course, is this guy, and yeah, no, Kim, girl, this contour kit was just a big, absolute, entire no from this community. I don't know about you, but this was just like, these two shades for these two shades for the lightest contour kit is just a big no in my opinion. This is just the tiniest bit too warm toned, especially if you are on the fair complexion. That's just a little bit too warm toned, and this just looks a little bit too muddy in my opinion. It looks like straight mud. It doesn't really look like a very nice contouring type of situation. And the highlighters are honestly the worst part for me. The highlighters just feel so chalky and so just like not pigmented at all. After shipping and tax, this came down to be $60, and in my opinion, this is not $60 worth. This is cardboard. This is pure cardboard. It's not that heavy. The most I would pay for this would be like $35, $30, like half of what it's actually worth. Now, speaking of overhyped, overpriced, and poor ass quality, we have the Huda Beauty highlighters. Now, these highlighters are not as bad as the KKW highlighters, but these highlighters are trash. The cream has already dried out. They're really chalky. They're not smooth at all. They are a little bit more blinding than the KKW Beauty ones, but they're just, it's not, again, this is not good quality. I forgot the price of these. I think these are like $48, $48. And for the price, you are getting cardboard, flimsy cardboard packaging, no mirror, or low quality highlighters. And I'm setting aside my feelings towards Huda Beauty. This was just a big hell no for this year. I find these highlighters to be some of the worst on the market, and that's just my opinion. I did try these out on my channel, and you guys can check that video. I'll probably have it on the eye. But if you want to know my full thoughts on Huda Beauty as a brand, I definitely have a video on that as well. I reviewed her foundation, which was really great, and her eyeshadow palette, which was also really great. But these highlighters are just a no from me in this community. The shades don't make sense. The fact that there's a cream that's so dark doesn't make sense. There's like a four-thing little situation. It's like prep, set, sculpt, and flush. Like that is supposed to, I don't get it. Next on the list of horrible products during the year 2017, we have the Too Faced Glitter Bomb palette. This girl, no, Too Faced. These are literally just chunky, glittery eyeshadows that don't have too much pigment. You need to use a glitter base with them. This white is like super pigmented, so that's really good. It's just not that. You don't need this. You don't need this. I don't even need it. I haven't reached for it since I gotten it. Again, this is just one of those palettes, just like, why does it exist? Why does it need to exist? When I can literally get these type of eyeshadows in a regular old eyeshadow palette. I'm not going to be reaching for this. Too Faced as a brand this year kind of just fell off for me. This was just like not their year. I feel like for a lot of brands, it just wasn't their year, and Too Faced was definitely one of those brands that just had their launches this year were just trash. Except for the peach collection, like the part 2 to the peach collection. That entire collection is fucking phenomenal. They did the damn thing with that collection. Like the Peachy Match eyeshadow palette feels like no other Too Faced, like it feels completely different to the normal Too Faced formula, which is why I fuck with it. Like that's going in the best of 2017. Oh my god. So this next product, I put in a favorites video, and I regret it because I compared it to the ColourPop Yes Please palette, and I was like, what the fuck? Natasha! Okay, so at first I loved it. When I first used it, I loved it. I was like, oh my god, this is great. But then I remembered the price and I was like, oh, this I don't, this isn't good for the price. The shimmers are cute. The mattes are cute, but compared to the ColourPop Yes Please palette, you can't compete where you don't compare, and this doesn't compete or compare. And yeah, Natasha, this girl, lower your prices because you, no, no ma'am. No, now the packaging, girl, the packaging is everything. The packaging is just, I love it for the packaging alone, but the eyeshadows inside it is not worth, again, just not worth the price point. Some of these brands get a real fucking bold with their prices because, like, girl, you got the worst quality, but you're charging the amount you're charging. It's just not realistic. And Natasha, again, no. Next eyeshadow palette that was just horrible this year was the Jouer Springtime in Paris Matte and Shimmer eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow palette is just extremely patchy. It goes on really pigmented, but it kind of blends away into nothing. It's very dry and like the texture is very dry and chalky. The shimmers are not shimmery at all. The Jouer eyeshadows are just not cute to me. I don't like them that much. Like that's one of their shimmer shadows right there, swatched, and it's just not, it's not cute. Especially for the price point, it's just not a good palette. This is just another one of those misses for me. Chalky, basically all the bad things that you could have in a palette, this is what it is. And it kind of feels like Claire's makeup, if I'm going to be honest with you. It kind of feels like Claire's makeup. Ooh, 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 I don't want to add this into this video, but I gotta add this into the video because this, now I love Tarte eyeshadows. I love Tarte eyeshadows. But the Toasted palette. Here's my issue with this palette, the Toasted palette by Tarte. The darker shadows here, like this shade, this glittery shade, this dark shade, these darker shades right here, they kind of do that little subculture-y thing where they kind of attach onto certain places but then kind of blend away in others. It's patchy. It's very patchy. This palette is just very, very patchy to me. The lighter shades are perfecto. The lighter shades are definitely like perfect. I love the lighter shades. But until I got to the darker shades, that's when the look kind of went downhill for me and I had to work a little bit harder to make it work. And then this shade is just full of chunks of glitter. It's just very, it's a weird palette to me. It's almost like we didn't need this. Tarte, we didn't need this palette. And let's be honest, like this looks like every single palette Tarte has released ever. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, Tarte, we didn't need this. Of course I wasn't recording my audio for 20 minutes. Like, why wouldn't I be recording my audio for 20 fucking minutes? Well, I mean, shit, while we're here, another Tarte product. This foundation, sis. Their clay stick foundation, I don't know what the hell. This just does not work for my skin. The packaging is so pretty, and I was so excited when I received it, but it just does not do what I need it to do. It clings onto dry skin. It emphasizes my wrinkles, my fine lines, not wrinkles. Emphasizes my pores. It looks very cakey. It bunches up around my nose area. It's just not a good foundation in my opinion, and it's so hard to blend out. It kind of reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundations, the foundation stick. I fucking despise that one too. That was like a no. When it comes to foundations, I don't really find Tarte to be the avenue for me. I prefer them for their like blushes, their lipsticks, their highlighters are really nice, their cream eyeshadows are really nice, but when it comes to their foundations, no. Let's talk about some highlighter, shall we? So I of course have the Too Faced Love Light highlighter that I can't open up because of my damn nails. Hello? Okay. This is not the shade I meant to grab, but here's the shade. This is definitely not the shade I meant to grab, but they're all kind of garbage in my opinion. The reason why I don't like these highlighters is because they kind of cling onto certain areas, but then kind of blend out. Like they're very patchy, and it's weird. Like it doesn't go on the way it should go on. You can definitely see that in my you can definitely see that in the video that I tried using this product. It just doesn't go on the way it should, and it kind of like clinged on to a certain area but then didn't cling on to another area, and it wasn't like a nice pretty highlight like this is. It was just weird. I don't maybe I need to try this again, but no. Another highlighter that just I couldn't, no. Here's why I don't like this. This highlighter obviously wasn't made for me, and that's why I don't necessarily like it. I mean, it's a beautiful, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I love the formula of this. I hate the full pan highlighters. I hate the shade Trophy Wife. It doesn't work on my skin tone, and honestly, I think it looks green on darker skin tones. I honestly don't think you could be, like, it looks good on Rihanna, but I mean, everything looks good on Rihanna, and I'm not Rihanna, and neither are you. Well, if you're Rihanna and you're watching this, hey girl, hook me up with that PR. But besides that, I mean, everything looks good on Rihanna. I'm not Rihanna, so like, of course, this doesn't work on me, and I'm fucking white. Basically, the full pan Fenty Beauty highlighters, the kilowatt highlighters, are just a no for me. The formula of this one's really nice. It's very smooth, very buttery, very pigmented. It goes on like beaming. It's a cute little eyeshadow. Like, this is an eyeshadow is a bop. But as like an actual highlighter, it's just like it's a no. The duo ones I can get on board with. That's actually going into my best of 2017, situation. Those duos, the kilowatt duos, but the full pan ones, I forgot the other shade name. I'll leave it on the screen, but I also hate that one. But I can't find it anywhere in my house. Yeah, I just don't like this. Simply for the shade. Now the other one, the light shade one, the lighter one, it's a completely different formula from any of the other kilowatt highlighters, including this one and the duos. Like, it's completely different. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, it's almost like a matte highlighter, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So here's another so this product I really wanted to like. It's the NARS foundation sticks. Now, to be honest, I actually knew that NARS was coming out with a foundation stick back in, how long did I know about this? I saw, because I did a collaboration with Milk Makeup this year, if any of you know. But if you didn't know, I did a collaboration with Milk Makeup this year, and I was at their headquarters for the photo shoot. And Milk in general does a lot of stuff for a lot of people, and they were doing the whole campaign. Like, their graphic designers were doing the stuff for the NARS foundations, the stick foundation. And so I've been knew about this since like April of the past year, but this came out towards the end of the year, obviously. So I was really hyped, as you can tell. I was super hyped because I love NARS. NARS is an amazing brand, but this foundation was just a miss for me. One, this is the amount of product you get in the foundation. That's already a no from me. And then it's dual ended, and it comes with a sponge that, like, hold on, let me just demo the sponge. So here we have the foundation, right? So like, so as you can see, well, I guess you can't, can you see that? Like, it just doesn't. The reason why I don't like the foundation itself is because it's very thick and it emphasizes a lot of my texture, and it's a little bit too thick. That's what it is. It's just too thick. It emphasizes my pores. It's very greasy. It kind of had to melt into my skin for it to look kind of decent, but at the end of the day, it didn't really last that long on me, and it just wasn't it just wasn't. It wasn't fucking with my skin, basically. So, yeah, the foundation from NARS, the stick foundation, is a no, but the Aqualuminous foundation, phenomenal. Love that foundation. All right, guys, that is about all of the worst products, in my opinion, of 2017. I wish I had a little bit more, but I didn't really try that many new products this year. I did try a lot, but I know the Maybelline Gigi Hadid I didn't try, and I knew it was already going to be a flop. There was just a lot that I didn't try. But all of these that I mentioned in today's video were just some that I like gave a chance and just really wasn't a huge fan of. I really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys are having a good holiday wherever you are. And I love you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you in the best of 2017 video. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.